So good morning or good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for having me. Before I get started, I want to share something in the chat. Priscilla, or am I able to do that?
Yes.
Here, okay, great. Just wanted to make sure. Let me see. So what I'm sharing right now in the chat is our brochure. So the students are able to see, all the majors that we have on our campus, a lot of information about the university. So given that we're only presenting for those 10 minutes, I want to ensure that students have the opportunity to get more information about our campus. So I share that right now. And then let me go on with my presentation. Okay. So again, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for having me. I'll get started with the presentation. Just some information about the university. We have a little bit over 17,000 students on our campus at Cal State Dominguez Hills. Sometimes, as a student, you may think like, wow, that's a lot of students. But in comparison to, some of the larger institutions, we're not that big. We're considered a medium-sized university. So, you're not going to see, once we're physically on campus again, you're not going to see all 17,000 students at the same time. We're a commuter school. So, students take classes, in the morning, in the evening, in the afternoon. So you're not going to see all 17,000 students at that one time, right? So, but that's how many students we have enrolled on our campus currently. We do have 47 undergraduate majors, or that's what we do offer. It ranges from, the sciences, if you want to get into like the health field, or if you want to do art, we do have a lot of majors that you may be interested in. And all those majors that are listed are in that brochure that I shared in the chat. So feel free to download that brochure and then, review it, look through it, see if we do have something that sparks your interest. We do have 6 academic colleges. So how our university is organized, all of our majors fall under a specific academic college. So like, let's say, for example, like art, theater, music, dance, English, philosophy, like let's say those type of majors, they fall under the academic College of Arts and Humanities. So that's kind of how we have it organized. So if you're interested in like the sciences, they're going to be under another academic college and so on. So we do offer 6 academic colleges, 47 undergraduate majors. We do have 6 new majors, advertising and public relations, Asian Pacific studies, audio engineering, film, television, and media, film, television production, and journalism. So those are our 6 new majors. For sports, we offer 9 Division II teams. We have track and field for the men's and women's teams, soccer, same men's and women's, baseball, softball, basketball, and golf. So those are all the Division II sports teams that we offer at Dominguez Hills. And as you can see on the right-hand side, these are some images of some new buildings that are new to our campus. I'll start with student housing. For student housing, the dormitories have been built in, and they're new to our campus. They were actually done and completed for this fall, but given to the circumstances, our students couldn't stay at the dorms. So hopefully, if everything goes back to normal, our seniors that are graduating and coming in for as a first-year student are going to be able to experience the new dorms. We have the Science and Innovation building that's also was completed for fall of this year. But again, we don't have anyone on campus. So that's one of our fairly new buildings. And for fall 2021, we're going to have a new building called the Innovation and Instruction Building that's going to be opening for next fall. So a lot of new buildings on our campus. We are growing, we're expanding. We're really excited about that. We have a lot of space on our campus. That's why we are not an impacted university. So we're not impacted, just meet the minimum requirements and you're eligible for our campus. So that's a good transition to talk about our admissions. So the admissions the admissions requirements for the university is listed all in this slide. You need to complete your A through G requirements with a C or better. That's one of the requirements. The second one is you need to graduate from high school, which seems pretty, self-explanatory, like, yes, I have to graduate from high school, but, we want to ensure that you are meeting your assignments, you're completing everything that you need to do for high school. So we want to make sure you graduate on time to meet the requirement. And then the third thing that we also look into is your GPA. So this is a little bit new for this fall 2021 term. So let's say you have a GPA of a 2.5 or higher. If you meet the A through G requirements with a C or better, and you have a 2.5 GPA, you're eligible for our campus. You meet the requirements. If, let's say you're not, in that range, your GPA is below the 2.5, it ranges between the 2.00 and the 2.49. There's other things that we're going to look into besides the A through G requirements and you graduating from high school. There's what these things call supplemental factors. So we're going to look into additional A through G courses that you've taken. We're going to look into your GPA, your income, if you've been involved on your in your high school, what have you been doing? So if that is the case that you fall within this bracket, all this information is going to be requested on your application. So if you already started the application, great. If you already completed it, you probably have already seen this on the application. We are requesting this information on there. So, you want to make sure that you enter all this information and as honest as possible, because we are going to look into those if you fall under that bracket for that GPA. And then lastly, because of this, the COVID situation, we are not requiring your SAT or your ACT scores. So if you took the test, great, send us your scores. But if you didn't, don't worry about it. We're not gonna, hold you accountable for this. But again, if you did take them, please send them to us. We are gonna look into those test scores, for placement to see where to place you for English and math for the first, for the fall semester. But again, if you didn't take it, don't worry about it. It's fine. Just for fall 2021, we're not gonna consider that. So quickly, financial aid, make sure you submit your application for FAFSA.gov, or if you are a Dreamer or a undocumented student, you wanna submit that application for the DREAM Act as well. The deadline for this is March 2nd. I know it's a few months away, but please try to submit that as soon as possible. That's a tip for me to you. The sooner you submit these documents, that's one thing, you won't forget about it later on. But the second thing is that the sooner you send this information out or to us, the sooner we can get back to you. So we want to make sure that you get everything submitted. It's a possibility that we will request documents from you, additional documents. So we want to make sure that we give you enough time for you to submit those documents as well. So please submit that if you can, as soon as you can. And more information, you can definitely check out our website at the csudh.edu/financial aid for more questions or for more information. Campus resources, we offer so many different resources on our campus for our students because one of our main concerns is we want to make sure you feel comfortable at the university. We want this to be your second home. So if you need to get connected with, the Career Center, if you need help trying to find a job, we have someone for you. We have a department for you. If you are a dreamer, we have a center for you. If you have a disability and you need more assistance with your classes, we have that for you. We offer so many resources for our students. It's crazy, and I love it. And you may think, 17,000 students on our campus, like how are we going to handle it and offer all these services for our students? All these large universities that are 30, 40,000 students, they offer these same resources and we do too. So, we're not competing with that large amount of students. So we offer all of these great services. So just make sure that you get involved in these. And, we want to make sure you get connected with somebody. So please get involved, take advantage of all of these services because we do have so many. These are just a few. They're not all the ones that we have listed, but it's just a good start for you to see exactly what we do have to offer. Connect with us. If you can, take a virtual tour of all the campuses that you're planning to apply. That's super, super important. You want to make sure that you feel that you visualize yourself at that university. So you want to make sure that you take a virtual campus tour. That's the information from our campus. And I know I'm probably running out of time, or am I good? Am I good with time? Okay. So yeah, take down that information for the campus tours. Same with the housing tours. If you want to get a virtual tour of the housing, you can definitely do that too. If you want to get more information from our campus, you can go to that website, the discover.csudh.edu, and you can get more information on our campus website. Follow our social media accounts. We're very active with that as well. I know that's probably an easier way to get, get more information about our campus. So definitely follow those social media accounts. And then lastly, that is my contact information. Feel free to email me with any questions that you have. I just want to give everyone an FYI. The CSU application extended their deadline for December 15th, but for Dominguez Hills, we are extending it for January 15th. So January 15th, it's a deadline for the application for Cal State Dominguez Hills. If you're planning to apply to another Cal State, it may not be the same deadline. They may have a different deadline, or they're going to stick to December 15th. So make sure that you find out what that deadline is for that particular school. Don't assume all schools are the same, but for Dominguez Hills, January 15th. So if you haven't gotten started with that application, you still have more time to do so, but please don't wait to the last minute. Make sure you submit that application sooner rather than later. And if you need any assistance with that, there's my contact information. Feel free to shoot me an email and I'll be more than happy to help you with any questions that you may have.